Well, hello, our arty friends. How is everyone doing? This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
We are PM Artist Studio.
Oh, you just look so cute today. I love the orange and the turquoise. You look good.
Does it look good? Is it
Your
good
hair
color?
looks fabulous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I worked at it. I
She really
blew
did.
it dry and
Yeah.
curling ironed it
Hours.
and everything.
Hairspray and everything. Well, hello, everyone. We've got a very action-packed Thursday thoughts and all sorts of things. We're debuting 2 new stencils, 1 new designer. 2 different designers, but one's brand new. That's what I was trying to say with that. Let's say hello to everyone. Be sure to say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. If you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine. Please do so. But do give those thumbsy upsies. Extremely important in the beginning. Why is that, P?
Because it makes more people see us.
That's basically it.
All of your friends will get a notification.
Well, they don't get a notification, but hopefully the little algorithm does its thing. It's magic.
I thought it for sure notified
No.
people.
It's
very disappointing.
It is very disappointing.
Sometimes it isn't good to, you know.
All right, we've got Anne is here. We've got Miriam, Heather, Bende's here, Candy, Carrie Griffiths, Darcy, Dorothy, hey Dot, Estella, Fran on the Edge, Amy, Jody Wright, Jolene, Joni, Judy P, Kathy, Kimberly, Maggie, Marcia, Martha, Nightbot. She's the one that drops in the info once prompted by our admins or moderators or, you know, peoples.
Yeah.
Pink is here, Rachel, Reverend Sonia, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sandy Franklin, Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Stitching Heart, that's Paula, Susan Dufresne, that's Susan. Texture Junkies, that's Sharon, Trish Coogan, Tina, Susie, oh, lots of other people are popping in there. But it's more at the top, so I don't really know. I think Belinda may have popped in there. Okay, guys. Didn't mean to miss you. Did I say Trish? I think I did. That means Evie's probably here, so that was probably one of the other ones. Hello, Evie. Evie and Trish. All right, all of y'all, let's get started. Dana's here. If I missed you, let me know in the chat. Violet's here. Kim Polton. Got quite the crew.
Yes.
Y'all be giving them thumbsy upsies, because I know all of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have addresses for you also.
We have ATCs and all kinds of things going on. That does remind me, I am working on those. It's the slow but sure process. Just, you know that it'll hopefully by Valentine's Day, I will have gotten them all out. The little booklets are also in process.
Oh, yes. And I apologize to Christy Hartman and Lisa Samumingus. I did not see your little message thing. I either went right by it or I didn't go down far enough to see it.
Yes, you know.
One or the other of those things happened. But you will be in on the new series that I'm going to do. So
She's got changing things up. She has new stencils.
Yes.
Do I need to go topside?
You do.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Announcements. Oh, this weekend, you guys, Saturday, Makers Creative Collab. So stay tuned for that. That goes live at 2 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. What else do we have going on? Oh, there's going to be the new thing that Judy P will be doing, the challenge. So keep an eye out for that.
I need to get with Anne so we can start doing some queen things again.
You really do.
I think I'm finally at the point where I'm feeling well enough and I'm caught up, you know, on the stuff that I had already obligated myself.
The baby's back at school on a regular basis.
The child is back at school. Hallelujah. And
hey, Mitzi.
Yeah.
Betsy.
And so we need to get together and conflab about something that the queen can get involved in. All right, Thursday Thoughts, January 19th, 2023.
You did. You got the day right and the year.
Big one here, never give up. Okay.
Oh, we've had quite the day.
So, poor Mariah. And it's just one thing after another. And I just kind of sit up here and I deal with my frustrations in different ways.
She does.
And I have the luxury of, you know, not having to do, well, I did packets this morning.
Yes.
But
that gets her a little, I know that sometimes you give a little pushback on that, but I've also noticed it kind of kicks you into a good little...
It does, because you know what, when I'm doing those packets, I don't feel like I have an agenda. I'm just experimenting with the paint. I'm just putting down different combinations, and I did use the new stencils, and you can tell because they're all painted up.
So these are Neurographic Style 1 and 2. Style 1 is from Joni M, but Joan Miron. And then the other one, the more rounded one, is from Estella Banks. They are both in the shop. You can get them in 5x7, 8x10, and 9x12.
And I think that these are the medium size. The reason I went with this is because I wanted to do both of them on the plate, on my big plate. And you can see how they just fit together like they were meant to be.
And that really wasn't like planned.
Yeah, that wasn't planned. But anyway, you will see the actual...
And what's so funny is I've had these for a while. It's just, you know, that was like, okay, well, we have to do Valentine's around Valentine's. So that got kind of pushed, you know. And then it was funny because I was like, it took me a minute because I was like, all right, I knew I had the Neurographic ones, but then I was like, I'd seen some other ones. And then I was like, oh, yes, Joan. So I had two different styles. I was like, well, I have to kind of put those out, I think, at the same time. Without even realizing how well they worked together, I just knew that they had a different feel about them. But they're so fantastic.
They are. I had such a great time. And that comes to, okay, so even those prints that you think are just caca-poo-poo, do not throw them away because they're one, you can always opaque them and start over. And, you know, the more layers of paint that you've got on there, I mean, you know, if people are weighing them, they're going to think those are really valuable. Okay. Any print on a given day is one pull away from becoming incredible.
Hey, Lisa.
And you may quote me on that. I even wrote my name down there.
She's very proud of that.
And also, the never give up. I want to give kudos to Brad, and I know he's probably, you know, taking care of our child so she doesn't self-harm or whatever. Advertently or inadvertently.
More like just melting down because she needs to be fed.
Yes. And I just thought, you know, he's taught himself how to do all of this stuff that we've been working on. And I'm going to refer to him from henceforth as an artpreneur. Artpreneur.
Oh, yes. I saw that. I haven't been over to watch the replay because obviously, like, we've got, like, quite a few things that happen in here, plus orders coming through. So we're trying to, you know, keep up with the orders. Plus get new things out, do new things. Brad's working on the, you know, whole stamp thing and whatnot. Stay tuned. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. So It's hard to make it to some of the live streams, especially on the days that we're streaming, because I have to get as much as I possibly can before we stream. But yes, Miriam has she did neurographics today in her stream. I think, right? That was earlier today. So you guys, you know, if you need a little inspiration or whatever.
Yeah. And it's cool because everybody's... the one that I saw that was the one that kind of reminded me of a strip of film, you know, on the old projector kind of things, you know. It was cool. Different colors. You can always count on Miriam for some wild colors.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah. Kind of like you can count on me for grungy green. Okay. So, what I need to do before we do anything else here is I need to, Mariah said,
get some paint on
we've got to get, because we might even be able to pull it. I don't know what's the humidity today.
Well, it did rain. It rained all day yesterday, which was
yeah, so the humidity was high.
Kind of weird.
Okay, here is the final pull of all of the prints that I did today. If you make orders, the little packets,
you're gonna get some
have some really nice ones. And they're on the big paper, so they're a little bigger than the usual size. So, what I was thinking on this, if you will notice, it has some mucky muck from, and I just didn't clear it off because I thought, you know, it's just going to add to it. This is one of those prints that kind of relies on its charm from having something that was there before. We don't always know what it will come off or not, but, oh, I feel a sneeze come down. Try not to do that.
Bananas.
So, I am thinking this semi-opaque yellow is going to really make everything here pop. And I think it's going to make the green more limey.
Yes.
That anyway, that is my...
No worries, Paula, and if we need to see you for breakfast, we will.
What is it?
It's very late, you know. And,
so
yeah. She's kind of...
So I always put plenty of paint on. You know that. I can always brayer it off over here, and those are not wasted. I use those all the time. Make sure your brayer's brayering. That's always good. Ah, yes. Just the right amount of transparency. You can see those edges, how they're resisting. That's because that's old paint, very old paint. I want to make sure that you got it in as many of those creases and crevices, because that's where you get in trouble, is if there's not paint attached to
the paint,
then you're not going to get a...
That's when you get those little tears and you go, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be nice. And we're going to go with the...
Hello, Tracy.
I don't know if I got that in the middle, but it's okay. Edges first. Always, 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 always. And especially on these prints that you're pulling multiple layers, that is what dries out first. Good firm pressure.
Candy said that's a small brayer for that size plate. But yes, but see, that's why she was using a smaller one to get into those areas, because you need to be able to kind of get more. If it's really wide, you can't.
This is my big brayer.
But just a minute ago when you were rolling out the yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the brayer, not the baron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really the only time I use the larger ones is if I'm doing the ombre effect.
Oh, Eddie got a nasty tear on last night's print, but it was cool.
Yeah, I did too. I got a couple, and I'm going to have to patch them up. Hopefully we'll be able to show you. Now, look at that. It didn't happen exactly like I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it didn't go limey.
It did not go limey, but I still think it's really...
That green was staying strong.
Staying strong. I still think it's wonderful.
Yes.
Even though it didn't happen like I wanted it to. I probably, you know what, I'm thinking about it.
Hi, Denise. Welcome to the stream. That is
probably
barren.
Should have used this one. See, it's much cooler. Not as in, you know, hanging out with the cool kids, but cooler temperature-wise.
I'll drop a link to the guy that makes those, yes. I think I created a thing, but I don't know that I did. So.
Alrighty. So, the reason I did this was twofold. Used the Neurographics to do these backgrounds over some other backgrounds, was because I was making packets. But now this is the little one, and if you order both of them, they just fit together, you know, like they're supposed to. I think that's remarkable. They came from totally different people.
Yeah.
Now this is the grande, and I have the other. What did I do with that one?
Yeah, they're both right there. Oh, the other biggin.
Yeah,
I don't know what you did with the other biggin.
Oh, here. This is the other biggin. See? Biggin, biggin. They're just biggins differently. I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah.
Haven't used the little ones yet, but you know that I will. Now look at this. Isn't this absolutely stunning?
Oh, Sonia wanted to see those yellow paints again. What are the names of those 2 paints?
Oh, certainly. Happy to do that. All right, now this is, you can see, very transparent. This is the one I should have used on that one.
I don't know, that's pretty pencil.
I don't like to use it because it's so blessed thin. It's called Permanent Lemon Yellow, and it's the Expert.
And it's number 254.
254. It says semi-transparent, but it's very transparent. This is the Expert series, and this is Cadmium Deep Yellow, number 210, and it is opaque.
Yes.
But you can see here, it isn't always real opaque. You know, some of them, I don't know.
Yes. Deb says, Dear Amsterdam, larger print on color names to work on camera. Yes.
No kidding. Okay. Anyway, there's something under this. I don't know what exactly now. I can't remember. But you can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't it wonderful?
She's in love with those. It's very cool.
See, I was going to chop these up, and I told Mariah, I said, well, I got rid of, I think, 9. And look at this one. Isn't this just, and I just look at the little pucker marks.
Oh, this one puckers.
It did. Well, because pucker. Wait till you get down to this other one. Oh, I guess I chopped that one up. Yeah. But look at that little eyeball there.
That's wonderful. The other one that we can, or that P can get to pucker, remember,
consistently,
is the ring of pansies.
Oh yeah, the smaller gauge one, not the big one.
Yeah.
But look at this here. This, of course, is my favorite.
I love that one. It looks like a turtle shell.
I just think it's so, and there's just so many interesting spots on this. And this around the edge here.
Hello, Janice.
And I look at this up here. Isn't that wonderful? And you can see from the underprint has some...
little shiny stuff happening there.
Yeah, little shiny stuff. Anyway, I'm keeping that. And then...
Sends out 7,
this
keeps
is
3.
The green. Yes.
You're getting much love on these.
I thought they were all fabulous. All right, now I don't really need that. I just have that out here to mop up mucky muck. And this is one of my rub-off brayer-offs.
Oh,
isn't it wonderful? I mean, this whole little section here is just... looks like it's a composition.
There's your stencil.
Here's Rose's, boy. You just wait and see. I got some stuff going on. And I went ahead. I had some extra.
Oh, you found your little one.
I did find it. And it was stuck in with breakfast.
It was?
I don't know why. Sometimes these things happen. I have this. Remember the turquoise print? I don't know if you remember or not. But it was... where we had coffee was at the top, oranges, bacon, and eggs.
Yes, the breakfast strippers.
I put it into the...
hey, Gretchen.
I put it into the pile to be...
Hey, Star.
Okay, so I'm just showing you all of these. So when you get ready to brayer off, or to clean your stencil... clean it off on tissue paper.
Karma, do you have garlic oil? He was having earaches too.
Bad one the other night. It felt
garlic
like
oil.
Somebody was... garlic oil and mullein. I had it over here. Do I still have it over here? I don't know. No, I took it and put it on my nightstand by my bed. All right, this right here is the glass paste. And it's kind of dangerous because it's pokey. Will rip up your skin. But this is a little puzzle strip. I just love that. And I'll show you what I used it on. Okay, now I've got down to the point here where I mixed this color. Isn't it wonderful? because the blue
is like
was too blue.
That's
it's just
fabulous.
Isn't that? And I did that mixing this blue and this red.
Mix a whole pot of that.
I should have.
It's lovely.
Because I don't. This is just so.
Yeah, it's.
And
it's
the purple,
blue.
purple is a little bit too. And I thought, well, I could just put the purple down and put a little bit of blue with it. And then I thought, nah, I'm just gonna go for it. But isn't that wonderful? And I'll show you.
Yeah, hold that up into the technology so they can really appreciate the. It's like
and
a
this is
slate
just
blue.
this is just to clean off.
Love that. That's Carrie's. That's from his strippers or borders. He calls his borders. He doesn't call his strippers. Boundless borders.
Okay, and I actually use this little piece here. I'll show you that in just a minute. Then I've got my colored pencils, and I cut this in two, and I sent this to a very special person.
Oh, now
They will receive it. I am not mentioning any names. But you'll be receiving the other half of Fleur-de-Lis.
Yes, it was the stencil butter mixed together. The red and the blue mixed together, Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Carrie says, FYI, for those of you who are asking for the strippers of, well, and she's one of them, of the roses, Carrie's making a stripper set of roses and leaves and things, I believe. Because, yeah, he's rocking it.
This is a clean off.
It's fantastic.
Isn't that fabulous?
It looks like it's watercolor.
It does. And see, if you do it over like a gold background or something, I mean, I fully intend to use that at some point. I just don't know exactly when that's going to be. All right, I wanted to show you these, and then I'll shut up about that.
Ooh, that's cool.
Isn't that wonderful? And I think I had this one done last time, but...
Fran found her swatches for the book. You need to get back on that book. It's a fabulous book.
Okay, I've got all these papers together with the stencils that I've used because I would like to not use these the next time. I want to use something completely different.
And now let's all remember that her little stencils are in there mixed in.
Yes, they're in and amongst the papers.
Yeah, that seems a little dangerous, but I do like your thought process there.
Okay, Deb C., this is for you.
We both just chuckled.
I just said, you know, I can so see how people are thinking that. I will use more neurographics.
Here in a minute.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to take to go through all of this business here. But I have some things I want to show you that I think are really stunning. All right, remember the leaves.
Oh, yes. Now, move it a little closer to me. Yeah, perfect. You're in the middle. That's the money zone right there.
Is that it? Mm-hmm. So, that is... Of course, I can't lay my...
Oh, yes. We are already at 100. Okay, wow. We will do a stencil giveaway at the end. I think coming in September. My brain.
September, that's it.
Coming up in February.
We all hold your breath on that one.
I'll tell you, there's a lot happening. Woo! Coming up in February, I think we're gonna put the viewer number. We're gonna at least go to 150 or something like that. But we'll finish out the month sitting at our 100. So yeah, that's cool. Do give those thumbsy upsies. And if you're coming in and you're new, hang out a minute. Say hello in the chat if you'd like to. If you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine. We welcome that as well. But we would like you to give those thumbsy upsies if you are enjoying the content. Come back, leave comments too.
Yeah,
very helpful.
That too. Okay, so this is one of these that I used my. And let me just tell you what. This wet strength carnival tissue, it doesn't tear as easily.
Well, I think
it's not supposed to.
Exactly. I think in its loveliness that it's strong.
And then it becomes a real pain in the badootie because can you see that really? Sorry. Okay, so I had a lot more tissue paper there than I really anticipated.
Hey, but I think
all right.
It faded back there nicely.
No, it didn't. What I did is I came in with my colored pencils.
Oh.
and colored in the white tissue paper. Because
Well,
it doesn't go away quite as nicely as your
all right,
cheap.
To stick with our Thursday thoughts, you didn't let it get the better of you. And it almost gave you an advantage because it gave you a surface, perhaps,
Oh, yes.
to work on a bit.
Because when I print this, and I'm going to use it for these, and this is just an FYI, you want the textured side, because the slick side is not going to take the colored pencil.
Oh, that's very smart.
Yeah. Well, I think I've said that before, but it bears repeating.
Indeed, each and every time you do it. We got new people.
Hot damn,
They don't know.
we're on a roll here. Okay.
We're lucky to remember.
So, while this was still a little bit damp, and I can't wait for anything to dry, you know that.
I'm terrible too.
I came in with my colored pencil and kind of just hit it here and there.
Now,
with that.
Which colored pencil?
Okay, which colored pencil? This is the Derwent Ink Tints Indigo. And let me turn this around here. Poppy Red. Now, I would really like for them to have a this red is very orangey red, which is great if you want to neutralize and sort of blend out your blue. But I would like to have something more in the magenta. The other one that they have is purple. But this is the ones that they give you in the set. These were not purchased individually.
I'm sure if you go up to the bigger set, then you might get
both reds. More in the magenta range. But that is just...
Because I'm pretty sure that they have larger sets.
Oh, well, I'm sure that they do too. I just don't know that I need it.
Right.
I'll just buy one pencil. But anyway, kind of play with it. And then, once you add the water to your ink tints...
Don't do it to the pencil. We learned that that's a big no-no.
Well, then you'll have to just keep sharpening your pencil because your pencil suddenly doesn't work anymore.
Well, it seals over because the ink tends seals.
Yeah. And even on this one, when I was doing it, where it was kind of wet and to get the pencil wet and whatnot, I would have to resharpen. So that's just one of the things. These are not good blending as far as...
I think Carrie had mentioned that. He was struggling with that, and then that's why he had asked me about the... like just Prismacolor, like regular pencils. You know, each product has its pluses and minuses.
Its pluses and minuses, absolutely. All right, I think most of these you've seen, right, Mariah? Mm-hmm. The ones that you show the last time, most of these have been viewed.
We're gonna say yes.
Okay, and see, Deb.
Yep, those are done.
Done.
Deb said that her request was just anyone that was done, pretty much.
Now, I only have 9 left that are not done.
I would just like to... Done meaning she's done with them. My done... Here, would you like to show these? Now, these already have names. These are taken. Just want you guys to know.
Yeah, the ones that you're going to see here are not taken. This is when Mariah says they're done. They have been... backed. Oh, look at that one. Oh. Boy, I don't know. I'm really sorry I kind of gave that one up.
Yeah, it's Xandra. That one's going to Xandra.
Boy, she nailed it, didn't she?
I can't remember.
I'm awfully fond of this one also.
I can't remember.
But see that little notched edge with the gold on the back? And look at that beautifully. I think it's sprayed, right?
Yeah.
You don't use watercolor.
No.
And look, she even put a little row of that on the back there. Mm-hmm. Isn't that lovely?
That one is spoken for. That is Jeanette's.
Okay. Now, those are all taken, never to be repeated. But now, y'all, jump on this like a duck on a Junie bug, because, I mean, this is one fine card.
And please keep in mind, it is not that yellow. It looks very yellow in this.
It is. It's gold.
It's
shiny gold.
But it's not like super bright yellow.
Yeah. Here, can you see it when I tip it?
Yeah, a little better that way.
Okay, that's a wonderful one.
Judy P says, how about a 10,000 subscriber giveaway, that Velveeta box? You mean this one?
I have a new box started over yonder. I don't tell her about
when
that.
she's like, we should have queso. Let's make queso. We need Velveeta. And I'll be like, oh God, she's hoarding more cards.
Okay. All right. This one has 2 of the things on it, and it's available. This one is available. And I came in and
we will have more giveaways in the future, I promise. But we're working out like what's the best way to do this, because it's been a little like
I came in with the blue, kind of in the middle of that, to kind of, I don't know, punch it up a little bit. That's available. I took some with my teeny tiny brush, and took some of the watered down, I think, red.
Isn't that cool looking?
And kind of shaded it out a little bit. Here's one of the leaves that, remember, I used my excess and put it on the tissue paper. Mm-hmm. Then I came in with this stuff right here, the iced tea.
Judy, you have to say which one you think is gorgeous, because I'm still kind of looking for one for you, so.
And this is Puzzle.
Ooh, you busted out Puzzle. I
know.
love that.
I
red
know.
And purple. I love red and purple together. I think that looks good.
I like red and purple together,
Very
too.
posh.
Now, look what I did on this. Can you see?
Yes, available to people already on the list. Exactly. Thank you, Darcy.
I took and with my finger and rubbed a little lime green in the leaves, and then I took and rubbed a little yellow into the rose.
Rachel, so all sorts. We started these, about 3 streams ago, I think, from scratch.
Yes.
Basically kind of creating masterboards, gel printing.
Okay, I'm gonna demo something on that one.
Some of them are the heavy mixed media black chipboard, basically, is what it is.
Yeah, and you can see.
That one's really thick. That's that heavy stuff.
But now I want you to notice this impasto. This is my gray mixture with baking soda in it. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a little strip that I showed you earlier. Now I've kind of worked over it, but I stenciled it out on top of some gold paper, so you're seeing a little bit of the gold there in the tissue. That's available. I think this is so cool because this sort of reminds me of the surface of the moon, maybe.
Hand me over the fleur-de-lis one, because that's done, right?
This is done.
Give me that. Judy P wants that one.
Okay.
Judy P, your name's going on it.
And this has a stencil directly on, and then this one are leaves. And I've taken the colored pencil and darkened in some areas. And that's my own mixture of purple and the white.
I love
Pearl
that.
white.
Yeah.
Now remember I told you that on that one rose, I said, this is it from...
And then the white ones were just some watercolor paper.
Yeah.
So you can really use anything. Ideally, start out with something a little bit heavy, especially if you're going to put a lot of different things on it. Some mixed media paper, which usually is a little heavier weight of paper anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we like our cards thick. You guys will be noticing that.
Can you see where this came from here? I actually cut it out with scissors because I just knew I wasn't going to be able to tear that.
You'd already done
I'd already done that other one, and it was like, oh, holy crap, there isn't any way I'm going to do that. That's a no-brainer there. But isn't that nice? And this swath of gold was what was behind it.
Oh, and you're sweet.
Oh, then I rubbed it over with this stuff to kind of give that white, that white out of there.
Get that white out of there.
Get that white out of there. All right, now, this is the same, but you can see the difference in the textures. But what I did is I rubbed the this stuff over the top of this to kind of shine it up. What? What?
Sometimes I get private messages. And there's a reason that they're private. They just stay over there private. I'll tell you later.
Oh.
It's just, you know.
Observations
that are hilarious, and you will get a good chuckle out of it, but probably not appropriate for just general consumption.
Okay. I'll go with that.
Okay.
Now,
Hey,
this is directly stenciled on. Isn't with my navy.
You're like, all right.
Well, I start, instead of going off, I started on the tissue paper and finally got up enough courage to do it directly onto the card, but I think it's wonderful. I think that I'm very proud of that one.
You need to pick your one for Julie, for your swap partner. Or is Julie here?
Julie?
Julie, you can pick.
I didn't hear her name.
Well, she didn't sign up for she's your swap partner for the swap of the month thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, you can either let me know or I'll pick one for you, and I like this one a lot.
She's already started claiming something. I was like, this is what happens.
So, this one. All right. I wanted a little bit more color because this was just this plain silvery. And it was a lovely contrast. So I came in with my colored pencils and I added the pink and the blue.
Oh, 3 ATCs. Oh, to the one person? Yeah. Oh, 3 to the same person. Okay.
Oh, well then I can pick 3.
Well, I think, if Julie watches this back or if she comes in, she can pick one and then you send 2.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to talk about these. They're not dry. But I think that you could remember the ones I told you I love the design. So I took, where is that? Here it is. The acrylic medium gloss gel. And it's very thick.
Not as thick as impasto.
But I couldn't find my impasto. I think it's on the cart somewhere.
Are you sure there's a big bucket thing right behind you there?
No, that's gesso.
Oh.
I know. I thought for sure that's what it was. But anyway, I just impastoed and it went on beautifully.
See, she needs an assistant. Ooh, that looks so fancy.
Doesn't it?
So in printing, I'm going to nerd out here a little minute. Just, everybody just keep in mind. In printing, you can have like an aqueous coating. You'll notice like a lot of cards, and actually the cards that we send out with the little PM Artist Studio info and everything, one side is aqueous coated, but you can spot that. So, meaning you can just do a certain area like what she's done here. She has spot treated or spot coated using the glossy medium. Very fancy. Very nice. Hey, Barbara. Susan Dufresne said, you're getting 4 peas on fire.
All right, I'm putting that right back in its little slot there.
Judy P, it says it's scandalous that you cannot find your impasto.
It really is, because it's a big old hunker. I'm pretty sure I put it on the cart when I was cleaning up over here. Okay, so where's my... Here it is. Tell you what, these pieces of cardboard that Mariah... I'll just use the other...
I think everybody finds them very... Brad was like, are you sure we need the cardboard thing? Because we're trying to, figure out cost of things and this and that. I said, if we stopped sending people the cardboard, I think they might be a little upset. Because they like the cardboard. So...
There you go.
The cardboard sticks.
All right, so I sharpened my, I think, orange. And I just, thought, exactly. I really hate just throwing that away.
Oh, your ink tints.
Yeah, because I used the little, can you hand me that water sprayer there? Thank you, ma'am. Mm-hmm. I hope this doesn't woof it out.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Now see what's happening there? That's what happens on your pencil. And you don't necessarily want that to happen. Okay, so I have this little poopy brush. But you can really smush it around. Now you can also draw on there. And the reason I want to do this is because I just would like to punch up the orange a little bit. Mm-hmm. Hither and yon. We're not talking about major, and if you get too much on, you just brush it off.
Smudge it.
It's just such a forgiving. Oh, and then you get a little dot of that stuff that you didn't really want.
Watch for the chunks.
Yeah, the chunks may not make you happy, but if you just keep stomping on them with the brush, you can get rid of the little boogers. But I just thought this was so brilliant on my part. I mean, I am sure that somebody else, has already done this, and they're all just going, oh, dear Lord, what is she yammering on about? I've been doing that forever. Well, if you're one of those people, you can just let me know, and it won't hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And anyhow, but I mean, it's just a tiny little bit, but look at how it really made it just, I don't know.
I keep pushing these back.
What?
I keep pushing these back, and the more just keep coming around the
Things
corner.
keep falling over. Oh, you
around the corner. I'm trying to.
The paintbrushes keep interfering with the view.
Uh-huh.
Is this a good place for this?
That is perfect.
It isn't. Now, this is one of those really thick.
Oh, hey, by the way, did you look at your paper, and do you see at the top part near this paper on the table?
The top part.
Yeah. Well, you probably already covered up with some paints or whatever, but I drew you some arrows on your.
Oh, yeah, on the board.
Yeah, so that tells you where, like, the center.
Oh, well, shucky darns.
No.
Missed out on that one.
Well, I just drew them there while I was over there.
All right, I just think that's so wonderful. Now, the other thing that you can do. So I really want some of my purple here in the center. Want it to make it looks like it's kind of bellying up. Here's the thing I also hate about these stupid pencils. The color that's on the end is not necessarily the color that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that says charcoal gray. Hopefully we're going to come up with a...
Gretchen keeps all of her shavings.
This is bark. I know, me too. I have shavings. Okay, now that is sea blue. Well, now that might be one. Okay, this is chili red. Oh.
Oh, man.
That might be the red. Now, see, that's kind of browny red. That's more Tuscan. I would call that Tuscan. I'll have to keep that in mind.
She likes that color.
I need to swatch these out. I'm just lazy.
We have it.
Okay, here we go. Violet, finally.
You want the big chart? See?
I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it.
Look, up here. Can you see that?
All right. If you are using these Inktense pencils, you need to invest in a pencil sharpener, a good one. Now, see, these have a little screw thing on them. You can buy new little blades for them. That might be something that we can do at PM Artist Studio. But anyway,
I guess she needs new blades.
I need new blades.
See, I'm hearing you, but I don't think you're hearing me.
I'm not. Now, I picked out the wooden part of that from the orange one, obviously. But you want them sharp.
Thanks, Heather.
Okay, now,
Heather likes my chart.
It really seems like I'm not getting very much going on here, but wait till I put the water to this baby. I just want this purple to kind of drizzle down through the middle here. Understand drizzle?
They will here in a minute, I think. Oh, yeah, that did. That was more than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, it is. And you can just, keep moving it about. But there does come a point where it no longer
Yes, they're Derwent Inktense pencils. They're water soluble, but the Inktense are kind of a funny one because once they dry, they're set.
Yes, they don't move about. And that's why, you know, if it's going too dark on you,
thanks, Abby.
You might want to get after it right away because it's and make sure all of the other stuff that you've got going on there is already kind of set up and
exactly, Judy.
Dab it a bit. Now look at that.
Come my way a little bit. Just a little. It's perfect.
Perfect?
Perfect.
But isn't it beautiful? Because see, you can still see the shimmer coming through.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not opaquing out your shine. That's the advantage of doing it like this.
Yes, the Inktense they sell in blocks too, like, you know, pastel-like looking more.
Okay, I don't really have a
not
place
in a pencil
for that one up there, but that one's also available. Okay, now what else did I want to do here? Oh, I wanted to go through these real quickly and just talk about what happened with them.
Yes, and then Evie was asking, actually Trish was asking about the murdery one. Now, Evie and Trish, I have you guys.
Yes, it's in here somewhere.
But if you want to switch, just let me know.
Here's the murdery.
There's two of them.
Two murderies.
Yeah. Man, those look good. They're so vampire. And I'm sure she'll do something. Or are those done?
I'm
calling those done.
I called them done.
Okay.
Now I don't know. See here, I said maybe. I might come back through. This bothers me.
The little lopped off.
The notch out of the fleur-de-lis. And I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe using a little bit of color. I want to be careful because I want to maintain my contrast here.
Thank you. And hello.
I don't know what color I would use. If you don't know what to do, put it aside. Don't do anything. And this one, I think this one's, I love this. Everything about it. And I love this one too. I like these little puckery blue marks there where the stencil.
Oh, yes.
This is still...
Deb says emphasis on maybe, clearly. Heavy emphasis.
I like this one a lot. And here's Izzy's little hearts.
Here, Gretchen puts her shavings and break-offs in a travel compartmentalized watercolor tin. Then she has a great to-go watercolor set.
I have some of those little containers.
The Caran
d'Ache.
Yep. And the Lyra Aqua crayons work really well for that.
Wow.
Awesome tips. Thank you, Gretchen.
Yes. I think this was done and has a hanger on her there.
Paint, hair.
I don't know exactly. And I don't think that this one's been has this one? No, it hasn't been backed. I'm assuming that will be gold. That's available.
Gold or purple? I was kind of waffling.
Oh, I know. This is true. I think this is lovely.
I like that one.
Has some of that paste on it. I'm perfectly happy with this just as it is.
Trish would like to switch. Okay, actually, if you'll hand me over the two vampire-y ones.
Somebody's already claimed those?
Yeah. So I got Trish.
Okay, and I'm just going to take, because I can. Oh, I had my brush in upside down.
And I'm sending one to Fran.
Oh, Fran wants one of those?
Fran, package coming. Well, like I haven't sent it yet. I know I keep talking about I have a pile of stuff to send you. One of these days. And you'll be very surprised.
That's done. I love this. I think that's good just like it is. I absolutely love this one. I can't believe I haven't had any takers on this one.
I don't know that you really showed that one.
Oh, maybe I didn't.
Oh, the fourth one with the white and the gold in the Duns. Oh, yes, Nancy B. The fourth one with the white and gold. Oh, here. Go back a couple. That one. Is that the one? Just hold there for a second because we got a delay, remember? Nancy. That's a good pick.
Yeah?
Hold on. Yeah, it takes a second. Then, you know, they got to type. And if you're on your phone, it's... I'm always... I like to let people know when I'm on the phone because sometimes I don't make sense.
Well, then it fixes it for you. That's always lovely,
Oh, no,
too.
not that one. The white and the gold road-looking thing.
This? Oh, no, you've already got it back over there. Oh, maybe I put it back up here. Sorry.
No, I think it was in that pot. Hi, Devin. Is it that one in the corner over there? Do you know how to do a screenshot, Nancy?
I don't know. I'll put this down here.
I think it was in that pile that we were working through there.
Yeah. And I'm just adding a little bit of this purple to the background here. And I've got it really nice, kind of a plummy color over here.
And Carrie says it's still in the pile.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's in kind of the stack in front of you. Well, you haven't shown those yet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you did?
All of these.
Maybe that's the one she was talking about.
Orange and pink?
Is that the one? Because she said white and gold.
White and gold.
That is a good one.
We'll leave that right there.
Okay. Yep. See, she answered quick on that one. She's like, I'll not let anybody else claim that. Perfect. Got your name on it.
Now, you realize what I'm doing right now is called fiddling.
In a very artistic and professional way.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't know that it's like... But just deepening that background up just ever so slightly, you know, I think it makes a difference. It gives it depth.
Yeah.
Without it being really clunky like this. This stuff is very clunky. And it also is very temperamental. It more or less is kind of like the cat in the art scene. It sort of just does what it wants to do and you just live with it. Whereas this, I can place it more strategically and see, here's another good example. It just kind of, I don't know, sometimes it sticks to something and I don't know. I guess that's the mercurial nature of the product.
Darcy says fiddling, the cousin to puttering.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm keeping this one back because I want to fix that flirty-lee that really is sort of bothering me. Didn't bother me before, but does now.
Okay.
So I'll put it in the not done.
Maybe I should put broken flirteries around and...
And I'll look for them? That's so rude. I want you all to really appreciate
I'll put it at the bottom of piles just poking out.
I think this is like, I don't know. I don't know that it will even make it in. I think I'm keeping this one.
It goes with your outfit today.
It certainly does.
I love
All right, sorry, too late. Nobody gets that one.
Peace claimed it. Just claimed another one.
It's going into the book. Champagne card. Okay.
If it ever gets it back, what you do there?
I just hit myself with my pliers.
Oof.
Yeah, the serrated edge. That's fun. All right, I'm handing these off. Look at this. I'm handing these off to Mariah. You can tell that some have been pulled because they go in that little wrapper pretty easily. And the done pile, or the not done pile over here, it's going to go someplace else.
I may update, because I did post in Makers with, everybody that I knew their name, because sometimes your name on YouTube is not necessarily the name on Facebook, and I don't always remember. And then some people, I'm just trying to figure out where everybody's at. Anyway, I will make note of the ones that I have cards for. And then maybe put up a new picture, because I'll be I'll be photographing these for the thumbnail.
I like that.
Oh, Deb says that's Vincent's paint palette where he did have a flower idea on it real fast. He did a flower idea on it real fast. Oh, I think she's saying like on your one fancy card you just, put off to the. Yeah, that's one of those AKCs AKCs.
This is she talking about?
Oh dear Lord, lady. No, your card that you just decided to keep.
Oh, decided to keep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Francis, you can make a single earring out of that.
Oh, that's hysterical. No, I didn't want that color on there. Oh, no, 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 no. I guess that's okay. Kind of deepened the red. That's all right.
It was the one Valentine stream we did, and we said that, if you came back and left a comment, it got you signed up for a ATC.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're going to be doing more of these giveaways. Yes. But I got to work out a better way, and I've got to get through these. So no worries. And plus, it's not like,
All right. So, the Derwent, I guess I should talk about these others too, because these are made, the Durer, Albrecht, Durer, Faber-Castell, nice. Faber-Castell, nice German company.
Faber. This is
they rate almost up there with the Derwent. Now, the Sargents, they come with a whole lot of different colors.
They're terrible.
They're not, it's like using Prismacolors and then going and buying Crayola style colored pencils. Yeah, don't bother. But they do have a lot of colors.
Yes. Well, you get, for $12, I think you got.
And really, some of the colors aren't horrible. And the neutrals, the neutrals are fine. But when it starts getting down in there, the greens are kind of paley. Some of the reds are kind of paley. But you get a lot of different colors.
All right, I want to address this question.
Okay.
Star Traveler. So the people that are in green are our Arty Perk people. We have 3 different levels. We've got Powsy Wowsy, which means it's just like a beginner level, which is pretty cool because you get the you get to play with the emojis. Those are that's kind of the way you can, if you just want to support PM and what we're doing, give us a little, monthly thing. That's awesome. Love it. Plus you get the cool emojis. The other 2 levels have more to do with if you like our stencils and purchase them regularly, then you get on the Mucky Muck level, you get 15% off. Oh, thanks, Darcy. See, Darcy's using all the little emojis. Those are for our channel only. See, there are little pictures and stuff. Fun to play with. And then we have Mucky Muck and Loverly. Mucky Muck, you get 15% off the stencils. Loverly, your first order that you get after you have signed up, you get a print and you get 20% off of all your orders. So, cool way to save on some stencils and then also, you know, support PM Artist Studio and all that we do.
Jawohl.
And coming up, I mean, we're in the works on revamping or, you know, getting a new website and stuff. Some of that stuff is going to change as far as, like, better, more accessible, like some automatic things happening. But it'll be a little while. The more of you guys that sign up, the sooner it'll happen. That's for sure. But that's our next big, you know, goal. We got the thing to make the stamps with now. So our next big goal is a bigger, better website. Because it's getting to that point where it's like we want to be able to offer a really cool experience for you guys that are shopping. With like wish lists and things of that nature. Ooh, that. I'm not going to jinx it. That came up really nicely.
It's the perfect pull time. It can get too dry, I think.
Or, yeah,
and it can, and I'm really, you know, I'm disappointed and I'm kind of angry with myself that I didn't use that lighter yellow-green.
Well, can you put a glaze over it? And...
At this point, not really.
No?
No. And you know, I really didn't even know. That stuff looked gold. But it's kind of purpley stuff from...
It feels like a safari, Devin said. Yeah, it's kind of got the...
Yeah, makes you want to get out your drums. Your hide stretch drums.
Anne would like to know if the new website is going to warn them when they're buying the same stencil for the third or fourth time, asking for a friend. Now, I think that what will happen, because it's going to have more of a login thing, you would be able to maybe look back at your old orders, which...
Oh, that cracks me up.
But an alert? No.
Mariah, I will say, do I have that stencil? And she says, well, of course you do. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, hey, thank you, Estella, and thank you, Joan Miron, for your contribution to PM Artist Studio stuff. Just spectacular.
Says you should hit it with a glaze of the red iron oxide.
Who says that?
Carrie.
Oh.
I think you should. Knock it back. It's too pousy. Just too...
Well, then we should use a violet, because that will knock the yellow back. So I should probably go in with this. I'm up for it.
Okay. Thank you, Carrie. She wasn't listening to me.
Well, and you know, I've also got this one.
Oh, Blake Boot. That's my fault, actually. I'm just going to let you know that was my fault.
What?
Oh, because I was turning on lights, and then I kind of...
Oh, you bumped me?
I bumped some things.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I've got this, which is, it has a shimmer to it. Do we think we want a shimmer? And it's also very blue-violet. I've got this one, which is more of a red-violet. And remember, this is the dioxazine purple. I'm leaning towards this. Number one, this is sticky. Very sticky. And it's also sheer. And I've got that fixed so that because I want to put this down on top of, look at those little bubbles. Aren't those cute?
Aren't those cute little bubbles? Oh, Fran felt guilty about being miffed and went and bought a higher level.
She felt guilty about what?
I don't know, maybe missed. Were you miffed? I do love that word.
Well, I'm getting a lot of poopy lines, and I want to be careful because this is high flow, and it is crazing just ever so slightly, which I don't really mind about that.
I said, yeah, I read the single earring thing. Oh, well, I mean, I could go further back, but then I'm going to get distracted by that. Just tell me again, Fran.
Look what it left a... It left a transfer. Ooh. Okay, now that knocked it back a notch.
I like that. Definitely more in your color palette.
Certainly is. That yellow was rather strident. I like it. I would like to have a kimono out of that. I don't think this is necessarily my color.
No.
I like it, and I want to like it.
Right.
But just not sure that this is something that I should be, walking around with, wearing it. But I do like it. And look what we have here. Can you see it?
Ooh, yes. Little transfer.
Transfer.
Yeah, it was a transfer.
Okay, well, we'll put that away for now because we're going to use the smaller. I just really, I think you just, well, number one is they go fast here.
All right, I gotta go visit Brad for just a second.
Okay, well, you just have to tell me,
Okay. All right, y'all be good for a minute.
I don't know that that's gonna, I'll just try to incorporate that little corner in. With the rest.
Is it leftovers?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's okay. I think I can buff it out. See, that's what happens when you leave your brayer on your brayer off. Not good. Just don't do it. Put that over there. Okay, so let's try some. I've got some new colors Mariah got me. This is Utrecht. And it is turquoise. It's series 2. I don't know what that really means. Heavy body. But it's really quite nice. And I think it would be a good one to start with. And I also have the heavy body in the turquoise phthalo. And I did read somewhere, somebody posted it in Makers about a recall on some of their paints. But fortunately, I didn't have any of the ones that they were necessarily recalling. But isn't that a gorgeous blue? This is why I like the butcher paper. And don't forget to, because remember I've got that one brayer up there that I'm going to have to soak it in Murphy's because it doesn't have enough paint on it to pull it off. Well, I definitely should have had, oh, and I don't want to use that. This is just good old copy paper.
I'm back.
Are you back?
I'm back.
Did you get everything taken care of?
I think so.
All right. Now you're watching the time.
I am.
All right. That is wonderful. Okay. I want to put this right here so I can grab it again. What color? What color next?
It doesn't look like a lot of that stayed back in between there.
It didn't. I pulled a whole bunch of it off.
Oh.
Okay, let's try some of this phthalo blue green shade. This is not new, but I like it. And I think I had this. Oh, that's cerulean. Just been leaning towards the blues here lately. I don't know what the deal
You
is.
feeling blue? She's been a little cranky, I'll tell you that.
Well. Okay.
Sure, tell it again.
No, I did not. I haven't told this yet.
Not to them, no, but like you've made it. Go ahead.
Okay, so we got these Danishes at Costco the other day, and they're so wonderful because they're made with the phyllo dough.
They're flaky and yummy.
Oh, they're flaky and yummy, and they have lots of filling in them. They're not stash. You know, they don't have a little wad in the middle that you have to smooth it out to make it go around, right? Oh my gosh, look at that. Doesn't that just make you wet yourself?
Anyways, I ate the last one.
She ate the last one, and I had purposefully saved it, and I looked forward to it. I came downstairs to an empty box, and I mean, I was just, I was very miffed. Miffed, Mariah.
Yes, miffed. I know.
We're just going to try something different here. I watched somebody do this. I can't remember who it was.
What is it that you're trying to do?
Put it in different quadrants so that it's kind of like a square Venn diagram.
Oh, I don't know who you've been watching.
I don't know who it is either. You know how I am. I can't remember that.
I don't know.
Stuff.
You're supposed to.
Stuff.
I tell you to.
This is true. Okay, I've already used that one. Oh, manganese. Manganese blue hue. This is going to be a blue hue. A blue hue. Hooty-doo.
Blue hue, hooty-doo. I'm trying to get colors that are transparent so that the one that's underneath is still going to show through. And I mean, it is really quite the ordeal. Quite the hooty-doo?
Quite the hooty-doo. Well, we'll go on the diagonal here.
I'm moving screens around so I can see everything and know everything. Things are happening, y'all. Oh, blue hue hooty-doo sounds like a Creedence Clearwater song.
She'll want to get up and do-si-do and stomp your toe. Oh, now see, isn't that looking cool? What?
Okay, all right, let's see. Anne says, I understand. P, one Mother's Day, my daughter was admitted to the hospital. I had purchased fancy chocolate croissants for brunch. Asked hubby to bring to hospital. He had eaten both. Now that's rude.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another level. Because let's just say, it wasn't that she had not had a Danish
or two
over the last couple of days. You know, this
we
was just
won't
becoming
mention,
her morning ritual.
How many actually were.
Or late night snacky business. So this is one reason I didn't feel so terrible about it all. Now, Lisa Mingus says, when it happens here to my family, I call it the mommy tax.
The what?
The mommy tax. Donuts, cookies, and leftovers.
Oh, I'm just really at a loss.
Oh my goodness, Tishan. Her husband polished off her limited edition cherry blossom gin liqueur. I was so miffed. It cost 140 pounds in booze payback.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that seems right.
I should say so. All right, we're going with a color because now see I'm glad I did this like this. It wasn't intentional. So I've got this corner and this corner. Okay. I can use my color shift.
Shift it.
Shift it. Shift it, baby.
Careful.
I might have to. And hopefully this is going to revitalize. You know how it does sometimes, whatever's beneath it.
Oh, Tracy has to stay away from the apple butter croissants that they get at Costco. I don't know if we've ever had those, have we?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
I don't
these are
believe
the new ones, Lisa. So this one is Estella's. They're Neurographics. This is style 2. And then the other one is Neurographic. And it is style 1, and it's by Joan Miron. Trying to get my windows just here so I can.
So this is if you don't have a big plate, but you want to get lots of on a bigger piece of paper. Then you just do this.
Ooh, plus it looks cool.
Okay, now we need one more for this corner. And I am thinking this little jobber right here. I've got more of these. This is light blue color change. Shuttle.
Oh, Darcy, I think I only put it in the designer group, but I will post it. Unless one of the designers wants to post it, you guys are more than welcome to post to the...
I'll just turn that upside down, and I've got more in the... Oh, I can't get to it.
each of your designs.
Oh. Foo.
Foo.
Foo, foo, foo.
Little Bonnie Foo Foo, hopping through the forest.
Laughing back and forth with what the other had to say.
No, that's...
Talking about this and that and having such a good
That's
time.
a different one.
Oodle lolly, oodle lolly, golly, what a day. Hey, I got that part right.
Yeah, you did. But Bonnie Foo Foo's another part of the world.
Oh.
That one happens in the jungle.
That was...
Little Bonnie Foo Foo was in the fields.
Little Bonnie Foo Foo was
hopping through
hopping through Robin's forest.
Yes, but no. Hopping through the forest, but picking up field mice.
Bopping them on the head.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Anybody over there?
What? What is this that you say? Costco has almond croissants. Where are you, Tracy? I mean, I know that I should probably know, but that...
Where I did not see those.
No.
I would have snagged those up in a New York minute.
Love almond
because
croissants.
I'm boycotting... what is that place that we go to?
She's just mad, but she's not boycotting them. They don't have them, so she doesn't want anything.
I'm not going
from
there
them.
anymore. I'm not. Well, I never did like the coffee anyway. I think it's highly overpriced and.
Yeah, from Starbucks. I like it. Hey, and let me tell you, during Christmas, I don't know if they still have them. It was a special thing, but the little plum Danish things that they had were super fantastic.
Now look at that. It's kind of.
She's in New Orleans. They should have it here too. Not all Costco's are equal.
Okay, I will bring that back in just a moment, but I want to try to get some more stuff off of here because we're going to do a final pull with this. What?
Trisha and Evie, they're smacking their field mice, and then Evie says that they bashed them. Bopped them.
Bopped them.
Yeah.
Bopped them on their heads.
Yeah. Yeah, bopping. Yeah, bopping's how I learned it too.
Now, bashing is a little bit more, yeah.
I think that's the teenage to, you know.
Alrighty, look at that's got some nice patina to it. Look at that little bit of shimmer and shine. Alright. Now, Joan. No.
They have them in California.
Stella.
Too. Estella. Mm-hmm.
Estella, what color do you think we should pull this with?
I don't know. Is here?
I haven't. I don't think I'm.
Did I say on her name? I don't know. I'm so bad. Stella, you here?
Well,
Let me know.
Otherwise,
everybody else just makes.
Is Joan here?
Yeah.
One of our designers are here.
I think so. See, it's so bad that, like, you'd think I would remember, but we got a lot of people lots happening in the chat, and now my chat doesn't
I'm just going to try to kind of clean up as I'm going along here. So that's just the kind of person I am. Check this out.
Oh, there it goes. Finally, it's...
Look at that brayer off. Is that not rich?
That is very rich.
All right, I'm going to bring this back over here. And we still have, we're waiting on what color we need to pull this with, so we'll just talk about this print. Isn't this just cool looking?
I love it. Hey, and you really lined up well, because look at the kind of cross pattern you got there. It's lined up.
I know. That's, if you're doing this, remember, go diagonal, because it's easy to line up your your corners. Then you have a pattern to follow when you're going the other way. That's true when you're stamping too, if you go on the diagonal.
Oh, Carrie says use the pale yellow you wished you had used before.
Oh, that's a thought. This little jobber here.
Might be kind of fun.
Okay, that might be interesting.
Eddie would like this pattern in a swim trunk. Carrie's making good paint calls today. We need to do a giveaway as well. Do, 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 do. I'll get that queued up while I'm thinking about it. Ooh.
Got a really nice brayer off over here. Background.
Tell you what, that stuff is bright.
It is. All right. Good canoe.
I think you still had some blue mixed in on your...
Possibly.
Hello, Macy.
Possibly. And I'm putting my order in for dinner tonight. I would like Italian.
Oh.
But you know the creamy one with the fat noodles? Not the red one, the white one.
Yeah. The fettuccine alfredo.
Thank you. Oh! That's some pretty oppy art.
Ooh. Those would, that actually would make really great swim trunks.
Well, I can see you coming.
Oh, Joan's here. She is here. All right.
Oh, did you see? Did you see?
Well, that one's Estella's.
Oh. Well, we're getting ready for you, Joan. Hang in there, girl.
Oh, yes, and those of you that have come in, please do give those thumbsy-upsies if you've been hanging out for a while and you're enjoying what you see. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give the thumbsy-upsies, you know, here and there, and, you know, ring bells and things like that. YouTube stuff.
All right, now we went with blue.
Did you ding it up?
No, I'm just feeling.
Oh.
I'm feeling the edge. We went with blue on this one, so let's go with a different color.
Putting in his order as well.
Combo. So what are you thinking? Maybe reds?
Yes. I am thinking that, actually.
Reds. Because I do have a lot of different reds.
Oh, here, Joan says iron oxide or gold would look really nice.
As a pull cover. But right now what we're doing
I want to build
is
up
we're
a little
making
line.
this.
Oh. Oh, okay. So red, are
you into the reds?
Iron oxides. Go in that direction.
Okay. So let's go with purples. Let's kind of go with purples.
Okay. Oh, Devon's is burgundy. Yeah, see, I think if we'd stay kind of in those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, thank you, Miriam. Thank you. So Izzy's little heart stencil is in the shop, the little ATC. For those of you that were really interested, I made sure that it was in there. That's really sweet of you guys that have been
We have a little residual yellow here in our...
Oh,
imagine that.
Orange it up a little. And I was able to get the Franken-stencil version of the squared hatched added to the shop. So it's like one of the options when you do the pull down. You have the 5x7, 8x10, 9x12, and 9x12 Franken-stencil.
Oh, that's really not right center, but fairly close. Right?
Okay.
I think by the time we get through, you can't really tell. Or I don't notice that we could tell on the other one.
Yeah.
It finally came off. You just, you do not know when that's going to happen. You just have to go with it. Okay, so let's go with a little bit more.
Yeah, it took me a little while. I
cadmium.
apologize. Anne gave me the push. She's like, where's that stencil?
What are you talking about?
I got it in there. Oh, Anne requesting the Franken stencil.
Oh.
Now, are you going to need good talkie time, or would this be a good time to do the giveaway?
You better just get on it.
Okay, I'm going to get on it and do that.
Get on it.
She's
we're
building
going
up
to a
another
corner.
page like the blue one.
Had my hand on there, so I moved it. It's not lined up perfectly here. But, oh well, I think we can make it work.
All right. Hey, okay. I'm getting red alerts.
Red alerts.
Red alerts. Red alerts. Are you ready to show them?
What?
Well, get your thing done. Let's do this little giveaway. And then we got a red alert of some very cool things happening. So, Anne says you're all welcome. I think that the hashtag should be stencil me. So here's what I'll put it in.
Look how cool that looks.
Like that.
I've got two more. One, two. I have three more pulls.
Okay.
That's just how it's going to be.
So go ahead, start putting in that hashtag stencil me. We'll see who's going to win that stencil. Do remember, this is for the $15.99 for the shop. Basically, you can use it for anything inside of the shop. And you will need to place an order for $30 or more for it to actually apply. And that's about it. And I will get you a code. If you win, if you are the winner, message me. Because I've got things going on and I forget things. And I apologize for that. But, yeah. Alright, I think we're slowing down. Everybody got it in there? Feeling good about that? I think we got 45 people that have entered. Everybody got it in? Shall I roll? I'm gonna roll. Oh, Sandra, you gotta, yeah, not with a space. I'll wait a second. How's that coming along? I'm very excited that we get to show what's... guys, I am going to go ahead and hit the roll it.
And I'm just going to...
Diane Bell! Yay!
Nap the red light? No, I think we need to go...
Congratulations, Diane. Now message me so I can remember and, you know.
We're going to go with quinacridone.
Ooh, I like that. Well, wait. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because
you're going
see...
pinky.
Well, see what we've got going on here?
Oh, okay.
So I can go opposite corners.
All right, as soon as he finishes this red one, we will make the big announcement. Do you guys have any guesses? I'd love to know your guesses. I'm pretty proud of you lining that stuff up. Was that quinacridone magenta or quinacridone? Yeah.
Quinacridone magenta.
Yeah, 'cause you don't have the quinacridone rose. It says quin rose.
No, I do not.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. Oh, God, Lynn, no. We have our baby. We're very happy.
Okay, one more. Uno más, uno más.
Yes.
KS.
That's right.
Oh.
You guys are on it. Yeah.
Lucas.
Oh, Gretchen really is enjoying the neurographic design. She often doodles these.
Oh, yeah.
This is for the, I guess maybe the lazy doodlers. You want to just kind of get through the line business and then, you know, just do it in the doodle drawing part.
Ooh, I'm going to have to brayer that baby out.
All right, I'll be right back.
Not getting very much transparency there, folks. Okay, well, I think that's about as good as we can go. This last one is hard. Voila! Well, I think it's gorgeous. I love it. All right, so now to pull this with, I don't know if we're going to be really pushing it. Because this needs to dry. So don't let me forget. If you don't see it, I will pull this with the red iron oxide, if that's what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's the thing. That's a lot of red. Lots of red. Hearts and peas and fire. And...
Yes, and we have a lovely... Alrighty. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
With flourish. I wish you could smell these. It's like a barbecue or a campfire.
They do have a little bit of
Do you see these?
It does wear off, the smell.
Yeah, it does. Because the ones that I've...
No, yeah, they do.
All right, we have there a cherb.
Oh, well, here, you got to go lower.
Oh.
Like right there. Perfect. That's the line.
That's the line?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm just going to go along and flip them over then.
Now, so you guys know, and we wanted to be able to still give you guys, those of you that are in the Arty Perks, still get your discounts. Do apply to stamps. we had to put the stamps under stencils so that way those discounts still work. This will be something that we fix in the new website. Because our current one has limitations.
Can you see them all?
You're getting there.
I don't know if this butterfly going to make it in.
There you go. Well done.
I haven't even got to play with any of these.
No.
They wouldn't let me have them. Which I thought was incredibly rude.
Well, Brad was still adding them in.
Look. Gears. Gears, friend.
All right, you gonna do a little testy stampy with them? You got 25 minutes.
I thought I wasn't supposed to.
You can now.
Okay, well, don't let me forget to put that down.
Okay.
And I'm going to put these up here.
Oh, lots of excitement. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Brad's been working his little badootie off, like just trying to, make sure that. And I tell you, his.
Let's just go with a little bit funky here, because I've got this really cool.
Oh, the brayer off there, yes.
And I don't have that much variety in my stamp pads yet, because that's kind of. I mean. I never.
Well,
really...
here's the one thing I meant to tell you that, so the Stays On, they have opaque, which we had the gray there for a while, but it kind of dried out. I ordered a gray because I could get it without additional shipping.
Oh.
But all the other colors that they had on Amazon, they weren't under Prime. So it was going to be another $16 just to ship it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So, if you guys have recommendations for opaque ink
that doesn't goo up, because remember when we were doing our alcohol ink things, and we were using the gold, and it just stays gooey forever.
Yeah, it didn't dry fast, that's for sure.
And I don't like to wait for. Okay, well that's kind of weak. Remember, the first time you use it.
Yeah, they said that you have to prep it.
Well, and somebody said you put something on it, but I don't think we had whatever it was they wanted us to. I want some of these little jobbers for my ATCs, my next round.
Okay, so if you guys are using any of the acrylic inks or acrylic paints, it has been suggested to us by others that have done this. You really want to make sure that you're washing those quickly and well.
Look at that.
Because it will muck up the stamp.
But I don't think that you need to worry about this. Because my feeling is they just get better.
With the ink.
With
regular
the
ink pad.
I don't really ever.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to blot them off or.
Lots of Lynn and Carrie said they use the archival ink, but we want an opaque ink. That's why the Stays On has a cool gray one, and we had one of those pads, but it did dry up pretty quick. But it dries quick.
Yeah.
Which is great, but Okay, and so Devin says that she likes using acrylic paint with her foam stamps as long as she wipes it with a baby wipe right away, then wash it with soap and water at the end of the session. So you probably could get away with, and I think if you did a thin layer on the gel plate.
Isn't that wonderful? Just love it. Just love it.
Hey, Judy.
This will be a nice texture piece.
And Belinda, yeah, she doesn't use any. Belinda doesn't use any paints on her stamps. I know there's some people that said that they've done it and then they were kind of mad that they did it because it didn't clean up well and then their stamp wasn't.
I'm not going to with mine. Or I guess these are mine. I'm assuming that they are.
Pretty much.
I just think I have other options for my plate. And if you do and you want to share with us what you did, that would be great.
Oh, yes. I would love to see some technique.
Because I think if you were to use your gel plate as a stamping pad, you would roll it out very thin. And number one, I'm a horrible thin roller.
That is so not true. You overbear. Love you.
That is not true.
Friend.
Well, we got a little bleed through there.
Yeah, well, you left that one on there. Just kind of suck it in. Our fancy dude.
This arrow.
Mm-hmm. The Versaline Claire is beautiful. We have some of that Versa. That was we won that in a giveaway from Serious Hecka.
I think part of the problem is some of my paper is mealy.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about the mealy? Can you see where it's not stamping very well? That's because the paper is mealy.
Oh, okay. So Barbara says the VersaFine Claire is opaque and cleans off stamps easily with a baby wipe. I'll have to look into that. Where do you guys usually get it from? It's kind of your go-to stamp pad source.
I'm really liking having, doing this with the tissue paper because I think it shows up really well. But also I can use it more readily with, in other, I can use it, cut it out or tear it out. I just didn't have very good luck with that water.
There you go, Angie. Angie's upselling for us. I appreciate that. She says, here's an idea. Buy two sets, one for your paints and one for your inks. Appreciate that, Angie.
Well, I lost the top of the butter, but isn't that a gorgeous butterfly? I'm going to do another one just because.
Yeah, you need to redo
so I can get the antenna. You got to see this little cute little antenna.
Antennae?
Antennae.
Are you working? Is it? Yes. So these are just kind of the first batch that we have gotten done. We will be putting out new ones. If there are particular designs that you guys like, you can always reach out. We're going to kind of try to go in a certain order. But, if there is something you're like, oh, I need that, let us know.
It's a little buzzing bee. Oh, wow. I love it. I love the texture on his little fuzzy body.
Yeah, that came through nice.
It's just the right amount of pressure. Then we have, I think this is either a wasp or a flying grasshopper. I can't remember.
Well, we do have the, we have the Asimic there.
I'm getting to that. Oh, it's the hornet.
The wasp, yes. Well, that's a bee. That's not the fly. Remember, the fly has the furry butt. That's the bee.
That's a hornet. A yellow jacket. I can see his little stinger.
Mm-hmm. And there's our bumble. Oh, hi, Z.
Cute little buggers. Okay, here is the grande swallowtail.
Well, he is a bigger butterfly.
He is a bigger butterfly.
He needed to be bigger.
Monarchs are medium.
Oh, the minis. Yeah, I know. Oh, but that's a good. You can get the Stays On minis in 12 colors.
Oh, seriously?
Might check that out.
Well, I think that would be a good thing to do to decide what it was that you...
Yeah, if we like it.
Needed a little bit more in the middle. It's not the stamp, it's the operator.
Yes, and please keep in mind that we're kind of new at the stamp thing, so we may not get them out like the next day like we have been with stencils. So just bear with us, but we will, you know, within a day or two. That's the first time I'm seeing them stamped.
Yeah.
Oh, you can also get the re-inkers for them.
Yeah, I need re-inkers because I like a very juicy pad, and it goes quickly.
Oh, the Luna moth. Yes, we need the 2 moths.
Well, remember
we have the yeah. So Brad needs to recut that one. He has the he had the file for that.
Now see why you put something underneath if you're doing tissue paper? Isn't that beautiful?
Well, and what's great about these is that, you know, once it does kind of finally dry and everything, which that stays on dry pretty quick, it's permanent, and you can do sprays and things with that.
And remember, if you're thinking about using these on your collaging with them, use that rough side so that you can come in with your colored pencils and do other things.
If you're using the Carnival wet strength tissue,
yes,
that does not necessarily tear like other tissue paper when it's wet.
It doesn't want to tear.
Advantage for gel printing, disadvantage for this sort of thing, collaging.
Yeah, one of those things you just can't have it all.
Oh, bye Trish. Thanks for hanging. Oh yeah, that's definitely Ricky. That's on the agenda for sure. The dragonfly. Ooh,
isn't that nice? I knew that was going to be good. Because remember, I have the little one, which I like the little one a lot. Did you show my Asian-inspired ATCs?
Oh no, they're still downstairs. Well, do you want to give them up?
Well, I don't want to give all of them up, but I might give 2 of them up.
Well, maybe in the next one, because we've got 13 minutes. Bringing in the Baron.
You know, I kind of
smushed that one out.
Smushed that one out. I don't know.
You'll get better at it.
I'll get better at it. It just seems like I'm never pushing in the right place. And unless I just had something to put down over the top of it to provide even pressure.
I think you're doing a fine job. You're overthinking it.
Yeah, well, I guess we know that that's what I'm really good at.
Sometimes, yes. A Baron foam press, yes. We'll have to let Anthony know that he can expand his audience. Hey, it works well with the foam. Now, I think you could add too much pressure. Oh, now, this one's really cool. This is a stamp and repeat. Step and repeat. If you line it up right, it will...
No pressure or anything.
No pressure or anything. It will continue the pattern. Oh, look at that. So you could go nuts. You could do a whole, you could do a wall. thanks, Angie.
All right. Now you have it. That's it.
You did every one of them?
I did every one of them. Oh, no, I haven't. I forgot to my favorite.
Yeah. The blooms.
Blooms.
AKA chrysanthemums. I don't know what Brad called them in the shop. Probably blooms, because that's what I wrote down on the sticky note.
Okay, we're going to do all the blooms, but what I want you to understand about this stamp, because Brad and I talked about this out on the, because he was cutting them loose. So you don't always cut all the way through, and sometimes you have to take a knife. And we talked about this, and I said, you know, this is a really excellent stamp, because if you just want, say, one of these, and you want it to print one, then you just put paper under the rest of them.
Well, or you only ink the part you want to stamp.
There you go. True that.
Or you could stamp them in different colors. I have watched some of these crafty stampy videos sometimes, you know.
I just absolutely, I think that, you know, all right, let's just try stamping one little, inking one little, see if that's.
Because I think there's enough.
I think, well, you're going to have trouble just inking that big one.
Well, some paper.
Well, I would.
Well, if you have those little inker pad, you know, because we have some of those little ones, the little archival ones, I think you could probably do it.
Yeah, well, I can see doing the outside ones. I just don't see that one right there, because see how it is sort of close to those others?
All right, we got 9 minutes. I'm going to show you. 1 second. I got to grab this, the ink. I will ink it up for you and you stamp it.
Okay. That one was really nice. And I like that you can go over these, you know, with...
Now, hopefully, some of these still have, like...
something that's actually...
Well, that they'll actually ink. Because they are old.
Yes, they are. They're, what, 2 or 3 years old?
Yeah.
If not more.
Now, we have them kind of sealed up in here, so hopefully.
And hopefully they were stored upside down.
Well, who knows?
Oh, here, I don't think I got this bee.
Yeah, you did the bee.
Did I do all of them?
Think so?
No, I didn't.
Did you not do the bumble?
I don't think I did Bumble.
All right.
Is that... No. I missed him. I'll put him on with these guys.
Brad said you did.
Oh, I only have 3, but we've got 4.
Hello, Janine. No worries. All right, here. Hey.
Oh, I do have him.
Before the ink dries.
He just looks bigger here. Where am I supposed to be? Which stamp?
All of it.
Oh, well, I thought you were just going to do one.
I know. I did one in a different color. Each one in a different color.
Oh.
To really make my point. Hopefully I'm making it.
Well, look at that. Other than the black that you see on there. That this is when you probably want to clean off your...
Yes, but still, you see that every one of them was
every one of them is a different color.
There you go.
And this is what Brad said. He said, if you do this just right, your positive, negative...
Yeah, you can spin it and create... Boy, that green did really well.
Red, not so much.
Well, it's orange.
Orange. I don't think it was ever worth a darn. Some of those are just poopy colors, you know. They just don't stamp so very good. Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, Barbara Poole says a spider stamp would be very nice.
Spider stamp would be.
We need a spider stencil. All right. Here, you want different colors?
No. I like black.
Get you a shirt. I only stamp in black.
Black's my go-to.
They make other colors. Oh, we have the skulls. We could do the skulls.
Oh, skulls would be good. Want some sort of little ones for my ACTs.
Yeah. We'll make those in a various set, like with the big and the...
This stuff kind of gives me a headache.
The ink?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We need a fan blowing the
I noticed it was kind of
stench.
stinky the other day.
Then it could be combined with the charcoal flavor of the...
Yes, of the foam.
Of the foam.
Well, they're freshly cut, so that's why
Yes.
like I said, in a day you don't really...
I could be just needing to drink more water.
Brad says open the window. She would if she could.
He doesn't really realize what he's asking, does he?
Yeah, that.
That would be a day or two later job.
All right, guys. Well, that was super duper fun, and I'm so glad that you guys were here to enjoy the debut of many things. New stencils from Estella and Joni Marone. We have now new stamps in the shop. All kinds of fun things happening today. So we'll be back on today is Thursday. So we'll be back on Sunday. What are we gonna? We will be finishing up these ATCs. I'm gonna try to. I don't know. What else are we?
I don't know yet.
We're just working on ATCs. You guys good with that? What's happening? Oh, did you want to get a color down on the?
Oh, yes, I did.
The one plate.
Thank you for remembering that.
Well, you put the print out there. That reminded me. I remembered. Does the solvent hurt the foam? Not to my knowledge. You guys would be able to answer that.
Yeah, I would be very hesitant about that.
I think it depends on what solvent you're talking about, because I think there are different ones, or I could be wrong. I'm kind of new to this information. But those of you that have foam stamps would probably be able to answer that. I also do know, and this is kind of what we operate under, is that we don't really clean the stamps. We've never done that with like even the rubber stamps and things that we have. I know that Tim Holtz is also one that says, or at least I heard that from somebody. I think Jeanette told me that. She's like, Tim Holtz doesn't clean his stamps. But that's with the...
Yeah, those are the rubber.
Well, rubber stamps, or that's also with like regular ink pads, not anything that has, you know. With the acrylic ink or acrylic paint and things, you definitely want to wipe those up, soap them, get them clean. Yes. Deb C says technically water is a solvent, so lots of different kinds. Agreed. Yes, I think that's good information.
With this heavy paper, you know,
Carrie Griffiths, he does not clean his stamps, but he stamps them off when, yeah, I usually do that. I used to have, like, you know.
Well, especially if you're changing colors.
Yeah.
You're going with a lighter, like, you know, when Mariah did probably wiping those stamps down with a baby wipe thing would have been a good idea before using the next color.
All right. Diane says dye-based inks don't hurt the stamps. Solvent-based inks do. So that's actually good information, because those, like the ones that I was ordering, I think are solvent.
Oh, I've got some ugly white lines out here.
That's alright. You can fill that in with something. I can fix that with sprays.
Yes.
Sandy says Robin McClendon uses acrylic ink on her foam stamps. So they suggest not using like the stays on the clear photopolymer. Oh, like the cling stamps? Is that maybe what she's saying? Stays on is a solvent based.
Oh.
May want to get that off of there. Well, we'll see.
Off of the stamps, please.
We shall see.
Oh, look what I just did.
Now, I don't know if that black one is that you have. They have different ones. I did see that there's two different. If they're like those transparent or they're opaque, then kind of depends. Yes. Judy says pink soap by Speedball has no solvents in them. She uses that. All right, guys. Well, that's some great information. We will find out more about all of this. And if you have other suggestions, please let us know over in Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group. That's where many of these lovely folks hang out.
Not that much is coming off.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. And we'll see you on Sunday. Bye, guys.
Bye. Yeah, see, I'm not